So also having the body up in the air, we get a chance to go underneath the truck and really go through and clean it up if we need to. As you can see, the truck's a little dirty, but that's it. It's not, there isn't much rust damage at all. This is a really clean Hummer. But that's a huge advantage with having this whole body separated. We can go through and do all electrical. Then it gives us a chance to double check all of our work before the body goes back down. And then also we do a lot of modifications to the front end of the truck for this purpose right here. So check this out. Hey folks, welcome back to the vlog. Appreciate you guys watching. So hopefully if you are stuck at home in our quarantine, you are entertained halfway with these episodes. We're gonna keep the vlogs going as often as possible and make sure they're fairly consistent, a couple of them during the week. Lots of stuff going on here, both here in California as well as out in Florida. Hyde's been really busy getting trucks done. So I know it looks like it's a little empty today. This is Friday. Usually we're filming Monday through Thursday. We work 410s in the shop. So on Friday, we're just doing some overtime work, getting a couple things knocked out and set up ready for this coming week. We've got new t-shirt designs up on the website. You could take a look, let us know what you think. We've got these new designs versus the old designs. The old designs are a little bit more youthful and more off-road, community-driven shirts, where these are a little bit cleaner. I personally kind of like the cleaner look, but let me know what you guys think. So maybe comment below, say new, old. We'll know what you're talking about, this being the new one. So behind me, we've got an H2 Hummer. I'm gonna go over that truck, but before we do that, we've got some time lapse of the truck being pulled apart. So let's cut to the time lapse, take a look at it, and then we'll go ahead and get in the truck.
3, 2, 1, go!
Hey guys, quick update on the copper 4-door hardtop. We're wrapping up the slant back right now. When I say we, I really mean Josias. He's wrapping it up. But check out how insane these welds are. So smooth and clean. That's all MIG welded. We do a lot of MIG, a lot of TIG, but the MIG welding that we do is not a continuous weld where it's just like a sloppy mess. This is all pulse welded. And it just gives you a really clean look, almost like a TIG weld, really, just a little bit bigger. But it turns out really good, so pretty cool truck. So this one is, actually the slant back is at the same angle here, which kind of retains that slant back look. Most of our slant back tire carriers are actually flat right in the center here, so the tire mounts flat across here. It gives you better visibility, but there's no denying this looks really cool with a full slant back look. Tire's gonna be at that angle as well. What else are we doing to it? Some light mounts up here?
Yeah, we're gonna put a couple light mounts here for a 6-inch light, and I think we're gonna add a couple brackets here too to be able to move the tire up and down more. And I don't know, whatever else you guys want.
Oh, the other cool thing too is Josias goes through here and he'll pre-drill holes inside of here. So the light mounts on here, drops into this guy, and then he has a hole drilled in here, as well as up here and down here. So you could potentially run your wires down here, like fully internal, up through here if you wanted to. If for some reason, let's say you've got a roof rack, actually he is going with a roof rack. So with that option, we could drop wiring in from the roof rack into this upper support bar, then down this pillar, and it's completely seamless, super clean look. You just don't see wires in the truck, which is definitely the way to go. It takes a lot of time to pre-drill all these holes, and also a lot of time to wire the whole thing up, but it looks insane afterwards. Definitely the way to go. But yeah, cool build. This thing should go to powder coat tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
You're virtually done with it today. So we should have it back in about, I don't know, maybe 3-4 days, and then we'll get on the truck and get it back on the vlog. You can check it out when it's all done. So as you can see, we've got the body off the frame. this is the normal process of the Hummer conversions for us. We separate the body. It gives us the advantage of getting in here, seeing everything that's on the top of the frame, if there's any issues such as frame damage. And occasionally over the years, we have seen like split frames up in here. You get some rust in here, and then the frame actually splits, and there's no way to see it, no way to tell other than just some, you know, surface rust on the bottom side as an indicator you got something going on there, but you're not gonna see that damage. So by splitting the body, it gives us that bird's eye perspective where we can really get in there and see everything on the truck. But it also gives us the opportunity to go in through the frame, clean it all up, steam clean it, pressure wash it, sand down the areas of rust, and then repaint the frame. So you get something back that's a quality finished product. The truck looks really good, frame's been repainted. Also gives us like a nice platform to work off of, and something that we're very proud of. So as you can see in here, we've got the Duramax engine. We went over that on the last vlog. Internals are upgraded on there with the ARP head studs, main studs, and the exhaust manifolds and up pipes. And then of course, we've got the Allison 1000 transmission, which is a 6-speed tranny, and then the 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive transfer case, 4-inch exhaust all the way back. It's just a really clean process on this truck. So also having the body up in the air, we get a chance to go underneath the truck and really go through and clean it up if we need to. As you can see, the truck's a little dirty, but that's it. It's not, there isn't much rust damage at all. This is a really clean Hummer. But that's a huge advantage with having this whole body separated. We can go through and do all electrical. Then it gives us a chance to double check all of our work before the body goes back down. And then also we do a lot of modifications to the front end of the truck for this purpose right here. So check this out. We've got the new intercooler and radiator. So this is completely different from an H2 radiator. The H2 radiator is a lot smaller. This is a lot bigger. This is out of the Duramax truck. So because it's out of that Duramax truck, it has the proper cooling capacity, as well as the intercooler being the proper cooling capacity for the intercooler, but it is a lot bigger too, so it doesn't just drop right in. There's a lot of modifications to make it work, so we go through that, make all the mods to the truck, then this guy gets put in place, and that also gives you the advantage with, if you had to source parts, let's say your radiator failed and you're far from our shop, we can give you the part number, you can go out and grab it, pick it up and throw it in your truck. We also do all the programming. It's completely open. It's all factory stuff. It's wired correctly where we don't have systems that are like hacked in place and, you know, cut apart. You could take it into virtually any General Motors dealership and have them repair it. They have, they can hook up their Tech 2 or their scan tools to it. They're gonna be able to read all the trouble codes. They're gonna be able to read what the problems are if there are problems. And that's the advantage with the Duramax engine. You've got so many different sensors on there that are monitoring everything that's going on with the engine. You can plug in your computer system, find out exactly what's going on with it, and then make that repair. And actually, when you're repairing this engine, it's a lot easier than the older, for like the H1s, the older 6.5 technology. There's just a lot more going on here, which could be a negative thing, but the advantage is getting in there as a tech and getting it repaired is very simple because the computer system scans it, tells you what's wrong with it. So it's coming along nicely. I think, hey Flo, you guys working tonight on this too?
Yeah, we'll be working on that tonight.
Okay. So are you gonna have the body down tonight?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay.
Get the body down and hopefully finish it all tonight.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah. We'll be seeing race.
Long day.
Yeah.
So body's coming down. Monday morning, we'll come into the shop and the Hummer Fairs will have it pretty much all done. And hopefully by, I would guess, usually there's like probably 3 days of wrap up final work to be done with it. A couple of trips around the block and we'll get it out on the road, thoroughly test it, and maybe by the end of next week we'll have this thing being shipped back to the customer. So yeah, it looks pretty cool with the body up in the air. I always dig looking at that. I see this, I've been seeing that for 15 years, but it's still pretty cool to see body separated from the frame. So busy wrapping this thing up tonight and through the weekend. Next week though, we're gonna have this thing on the road, so make sure you tune back in, and we'll take you for a little ride along with this as we're wrapping it up, and hopefully back to the customer by the end of next week. So thanks for watching, be safe out there, and we'll see you next week, folks. La 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 la. I'm going home.
Could have had me on there, man. That was like brilliant delivery. So awesome. That's what I was gonna request.
Smack it. I'm coming. The smack
I better run.
I am the orifice.